Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are continuing our 12 days of Christmas. These are 12 videos coming out back to back, the very beginning of July of Christmas, December. We're going to go ahead and get started. Here I have the Poppy Stamps double scallop stitched frame, and I'm going to use the largest one here. I'm just showing you that it creates like a larger frame and then a smaller frame kind of inset in it. I just want the larger frame today, so I'm going to take the smaller one, just put it in the back of the stamp packaging, maybe for a different time. I'm going to end up kind of gluing these together just to make a more dimensional frame. We're also going to be using this stamp set from Altenew. This is the Mistletoe Wreath. If you've been around for our series at all, you've seen this one quite a bit. I've really given it a workout. Today I'm just using the banner, and I'm not even using a sentiment from it. Am I? Oh, I am, actually. So we're going to just use the banner die cut and the sentiment. I'm not using the stamp set for the banner, just the die cut. Here I have some cardstock that I have backed with Altenew. What is this called? These are Altenew double-sided adhesive sheets. They die cut beautifully. And I have just backed some Paper Studio cardstock. That's the pink and the gold metallic cardstock. And then Die Cuts Love Paper is the navy cardstock. And I'm going to die cut this layering tree. Excuse me, this is from Spellbinders. It is S4-1064. I probably chopped off the name of it. I think it's like Kaleidoscope Tree or something like that. I honestly don't know, but those are the numbers for it. So if you wanted to investigate and look for it, it does have a little star, but I must have lost that because I don't even remember ever having the star. So I must have lost it a long time ago. I am going to take those and run those through my die cut machine. And here I'm just showing you that I keep pretty much all of the scraps of it, just because you never know when you might need a little adhesive sheet. We are going to put it to the test today to see. It says that it die cuts well, so we're going to kind of put that to the test today and see if it's true, and spoiler alert, it is. I did run those through my Spellbinders Platinum. I ran it through probably 4 or 5 times. You probably didn't need to run it through that many times. That navy cardstock from Die Cuts Love Paper and Etsy is a lot thicker than the Paper Studio pink and gold. So I really wanted to make sure that that die cut well. Here I'm just popping all of these out of the die. They, like I said, it die cut beautifully. I think I had a couple spots on the gold actually that just kind of wanted to stick in there, but it wasn't the end of the world. So I'm just going to go through and pop all these pieces out on each of these die cuts, and then we will be ready to kind of start stacking things together. So I have popped out all the pieces, and I wanted the pink to be in the very background, and then I wanted the gold to be kind of in the middle, and then I wanted the navy to be on top. You can layer this however you want. I kind of went with some non-traditional Christmas colors. That's kind of my thing. I'm not really into the traditional red and green. I try to do some cards with some variations and get your red and green in there for those of you that are more traditionalists, but that's just not how I roll. It's not my color preference for the season, so I really wanted that gold to kind of be an accent, and I wanted that navy to kind of be on top. So if you wanted to do this in traditional reds and greens, if you wanted to do just 3 different shades of green, you could use specialty glitter paper. You could use glitter paper in 3 different shades of green. You can even color with your alcohol markers, white glitter, and get different colored of glittered cardstock that way. There's lots of options for this. I just kind of chose to go with this color palette today. Here I'm trying to peel off those spots that are of the gold that are kind of peeking out from the sides. Now we're moving on to the frame. So I am just going to take some liquid glue and glue each of these frames together. I'm making them 4 thick just because I wanted this to be a little bit more substantial. It's kind of a delicate, thin lined frame, and I wanted it to have a little heft to it. So I'm going to end up gluing 4 of those together. I'm going to use that same liquid glue and apply this to my cream colored card base. This is heavyweight cardstock from Paper Studio. It's just a cream color and it's an A2 size, and I'm going to set my little mini Misty on top just to make sure that I get good adhesion. And this is super satisfying. That was me peeling off the backer of this, essentially like a sticker. Super satisfying, and shows that these do indeed die cut very, very well. Here, my original plan was to go ahead and put that banner in the middle, but I felt like I had a huge gap at the top, and I felt like I think if I were to have made a square card, and I did toy with that idea, I think I would have put that banner in the middle of the tree. But because I had all that room up at the top, I chose to put the tree toward the bottom and that banner toward the top. I probably would go back and make this a square card, not have the frame, or put a square frame on there. But this is where the card took us today. So I took one of those banner die cuts and I'm putting it in my little mini Misty here, and I put an acetate sheet over the top of it and practiced stamping out my sentiment just to make sure that I liked the alignment. It was centered, it looked good where it was. And then when I was pleased with it, I removed that acetate sheet, and now I'm stamping onto that banner. I'm using Gina K's In the Navy ink to do this, and I felt like that matched that navy blue cardstock really well. I toyed with the idea of doing some heat embossing. I just didn't feel like getting more things out. I'll be honest with you. I just didn't want to get more things out right then. I was kind of under a time crunch, and so this is where we went. I'm going to use some Altenew Instant Dimension foam tape because that frame has some heft to it. I wanted this banner not to look so sunken in, and I wanted to make it stand out a little bit more. So I just took a strip of this Instant Dimension foam tape from Altenew, cut it in half down the middle, and I'm going to apply that to the back of this banner. And then peel off the backer and place it toward the top of the card. As a finishing touch, because the card looked a little plain or empty, I kind of wish that I would have maybe done some dry embossing or done some sort of very subtle pattern, stenciled pattern or something in the background, but I didn't. But I went through my stash and I found some of these pearls from Blingy Thingy off of Etsy, and I had just applied those to my card. They're kind of iridescent but gold. They're really unique and really pretty, and I felt like they picked up some of those colors inside the cardstock really well. And then that is it. I just put 2 of them to frame the banner and then 1 toward the top of the tree to kind of look like a star. And that is it. So thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. If you've missed any videos, I hope that you would go back and check them out. Until then, we will see you next time. Bye.